Side. Put a lot of pressure on that Marquette defense.
Jenkins for three. They battling for another offensive rebound. There's Ledlum. Jenkins from the corner hits another. Taps it out. Goal. Double tap out to Kolek, and now it's Jenkins on the breakaway. Looked like Jay Crowder wanted to play some defense.
He's so good at it. Love it.
Jenkins, program that is probably in need of more structural change over the long haul, but Brady's an experienced coach. Dingle, transition with Jenkins. Down in the blocks. Average 14 points per game last two meetings. We can develop you into a prospect that can go and play in Europe. You'll have a long pro career.
Yeah, because you're doing, and it's an assignment offensively. You have penetrators and playmakers. And speaking of which,
just into the game and heard from immediately coming in for Soriano. Jenkins
didn't call it, so he was able to kind of grab that up and then knock it in. And speaking of get out in transition, so speaking of
best post players, Soriano looming down there. And Jenkins, pull up pop, and it rolls. Jenkins behind his back, and to the mid was talking about with Ejiofor.
That's the explosiveness that Ejiofor brings to the game.
And
that understands what Coach Pitino wants offensively and defensively. It's he who played at Iona.
On Glenn Taylor, so he adds the foul parade for St. John's guys in foul trouble. And Jake ball, a couple years at Western Kentucky in his home state. Now here at Xavier. And
Jake, I was begging for ice cream.
Oh, you initiated that. And a moment of doubt, and Jenkins takes it away from Green. And the turnaround goes plus one.
He's only a freshman, folks. He's going to be really good going forward, but he's not ready for that play.
Jenkins for the tie. Got it.
Not a catchable pass.
No, really tough pass. Ledlum up ahead, and the layup. A dangerous one, pivoting on Dixon. Had to give it up. Jenkins with 4. It's a pull-up, 2.
Trying to keep it out of his mind. He's responsible for so much more than just scoring. Jenkins,
despite losing the other night, I think Mark Armstrong the last couple of games have found something offensively.
Marquette just ended a 3.5-minute drought with those free throws. Beautiful save by Dunlap to Jenkins.
During the game, the possession arrow, there's just so much that needs to be changed, I think, in favor of the players.
That's Jet Brayton tomorrow night at FS1. 6 on the shot clock for Wilshire. Finding Jenkins. Cap. Shane Holloway, he knows what I'm all about. He's from Queens. Jamie possible. He grew up coming to these games. That one bounce.
It really is a shot that slows down the tempo and the pace of St. John's. Jenkins. Boy, Daniss Jenkins averages over 6 assists a game. He sets the table. Here he wants to score it. There's Jenkins. Step back 3. Book it. It wasn't like Alex Faust just walked off the street and started scoring. Activity in your life.
Right. Wait a minute.
Jenkins. Downhill. He's got to continue to force the issue. That point guard spot. Jenkins zone.
Yep. And we've really seen that here tonight.
Deep 3. Jenkins buries a
3% this year in any game. I mean, he's been outstanding throughout the course of the season. He's like a walking double-double. The difference in this game from the other night is Villanova maintained a lead. Now they're trying to come from behind. Starts through Soriano, doesn't it? Shot clock down to 2. No, Coach B calls me amphibious. Jimmy just kind of pointed to his head to say, okay. Nice work. We have one of the best backcourts in the country.
Rebound game against Providence. Jenkins right in the lane.
Much better defensive effort.
Ledlum back of the game for St. John's. Jenkins a 3. Fair. Jenkins in transition, fade away, baseline, pure. Trying to just flip it up. Here come the Johnnies on the run out. Jenkins the step. Wow. Ball gets deflected. Terrible inbounds pass. Jenkins.
Jenkins with the flush.
And he would give the final thumbs up or thumbs down. So you can respond St. John's has. Here's Jenkins. Got free with the left hand. Well, coming up on the 7-minute mark, Jenkins with the left hand. Here's Jenkins. Got to shake free. He uses body.
Players just trying to get this roster to gel in time for conference play.
Exactly. And there you go. Those guards to staying around the foul line and in.
Soriano bounce pass. Jenkins a little
86-80 loss to Boston College. The Red Storm were up 10 with 14 minutes left in that game, but couldn't sustain. But he's stuck with them.
You got a great relationship. Great move right there by Jenkins.
Spoken so highly about the love and support he's received from Luke Carnesecca, who we're coaching in the Big East. On the outlet, it's Daniss Jenkins. Jenkins over post, sticks it. 10 to shoot, a high screen by Soriano. Jenkins gets around post, and nobody took Jenkins. Was open after the screen. Soriano volleyball taps it out to Jenkins. Pull-up jumper is good. And the steal by Taylor out to Jenkins.
You got to keep it under 10 in the first half.
Jenkins hot.
This is Horns actually.
2 seconds left. Jenkins for three. It's good.
Soriano and Holmes battling underneath there. Long three. Jenkins hits it. 5 boards early in the second half. Daniss Jenkins, leading scorer yesterday, with the answer. And Jenkins rises, hits it. Jenkins, and rolls all the way right. Strong rebound by Dingle. Here comes Jenkins. Pull up three. Good.
The Big East. These are the Gavitt games. Straight away, Jenkins.
Daniss Jenkins. Conway now with 4. Jenkins has to do something. Jenkins hit that from in. Ledlam with the rebound. He's got a double-double. Jenkins again.
He's nice. That's tough. How he's gotten off shots tonight.
And as high as 23. Here's Jenkins. Daniss.
They have the crowd involved, which is very important, guys.
Jenkins.
Pick up some loose change for you inside. Strong complimentary player. At the center spot, and it's he who is diving on the floor trying to come up with that extra possession. How about that split of the double team? Oh, yeah! Floor for the Johnnies to open the second half. Huge 20 minutes here for the Red Storm. 86.
The ball staying on one side of the floor for St. John's.
That's what they need.
Fella Joel Soriano wins the tip for St. John's. And here is Jenkins. Knocks down his entire game in Hinkle Fieldhouse in a big-time dominant performance, really. And
because they know who that guy is. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best ever. So guess what? What he does.
Ford had it poked away. Another takeaway by St. John's. Jenkins coast to coast.
He's got 216 dunks in his career, so they've got to figure out what to do with him.
Jenkins on the drive, right-hand scoop shot, gets the roll.
Which is what you want. Look how far back Kalkbrenner is with Soriano. And what he does is he patrols the paint, and now he can help out on Jenkins, but Jenkins ain't rotating.
Jenkins splits the D to the hoop. Oh! 45 seconds to go before the half. Jenkins, he was on fire. Defense by Taylor, he ripped it away. Pushes up ahead, over to Jenkins. It's good! Soriano says hello to Epps. And here come the Johnnies on the run out. Jenkins on the... Daniss Jenkins, who led St. John's. Dingle. Back for Jenkins. Crossover against Bristol. Fading away.
Hall is going to continue to be something that will be impressed upon. Mid-range. Here goes Jenkins. On the move, steps it back. There's a three-pointer. Two of the better rebounding teams here in the Big East, but Seton Hall turns it over and pulling the trigger.
Peeking in. Dingle was open for a moment. They go to Jenkins instead. Step back three. The answer's there. Jenkins up top. Jenkins for three. Jenkins converts.
Thomas
Around the perimeter, not really making anything happen for St. John's. Here we go. Jenkins to Soriano. They're trying to look for Soriano down deep again. Or Dunlap, the freshman.
And man, they're going to switch everything 1 through 4. St. John's wants to start by playing through the paint.
And boy, they Dingle on the baseline. Jenkins, Soriano, have to up by 2.
Thomas is not going to stop shooting, and he has to continue to put pressure on the St. John's defense.
Edge it for Haynes,
and when I talked to Speedy Claxton, they said he's the next one, meaning he's the next big-time guard out of the Hofstra program.
Mission accomplished that time by St. John, keeping the ball out of Ben inside. Beautiful.
Jenkins on the Euro, behind the back.
And Chris Ledlum, the Harvard transfer, comes up with the steal. Corner three, Taylor, yes.
Down, but Soriano recovered both on the left and to the right. Oh, look at this one.
Oh, Ledlum unmarked. Already his 6th rebound. Nice look. Oh, Jenkins underneath. They are deep. And they're starting to gel. Late dish defensively.
But they're trying to communicate better and be more connected as a unit. Soriano out of the game. This is a smaller lineup, and this is when Jenkins sometimes will be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to need that kind of defensive consistency.
Basketball level. Teresa Traore, the rebound for St. John's off the miss from Harris. Find inside. Opportunity for BC. Soriano wants it again. Ceiling post. Soriano! 4.5 to go. Lead is 3 for BC. A lot of dribbling by Jenkins. Weaving through traffic. Finding Soriano, who doesn't miss it.
in the post.
43rd career double-double for Soriano.
Here is Jenkins working with Soriano. Great feed, and he Jenkins, another layoff for Soriano. It's so
Singled up by Koulibaly. Instead, he gives it up to the outside. Jenkins off the dribble drive. Taylor for 3. 15 to shoot for the Red Storm. Jenkins on the outside. Looking for help. Oh, there's Soriano all alone.
With backcourt because of the variety of ways he can score.
St. John's takes possession off the foul against Octave. Soriano. Jenkins, no-look feed. That is a...
He's passed up the look. I think he thought he had to go around Jack, but he didn't bite. Ledlum. He can't. Inside, Ledlum lays.
Seems like he's healthy. He was coaching his team today and looking forward to getting back.
This one stoppage in the opening 4.5 minutes. Back and forth. Starts to this one. Shot clock at 5. Soriano with 2 hands. The opener. The first couple weeks of the season. Kick to the corner to Conway. He knocks down. Jenkins goes backdoor to Cruz, Davis, and...
Does he blow by speed? No, but he just gets it done, man.
He can play. He can play. And I think that's an underestimated problem.
Step time on the dribble drive. Jenkins on the other end. A little give. A little go. Putback. Yeah, he'll be lobbying the official scorer for an assist on that one. Taylor counter for this losing streak.
And usually Zadmata, if he can go score over 70, he's winning. Here's Soriano.
Only scored 16 points in the paint against Seton Hall on Saturday. Taylor, that 3.
This is where Jenkins is at his best. Locates Lewis for a deep 3. It's Pure. Doesn't get it. St. John's wants to push. Ledlum from the outside. Oh, yeah. Jenkins to Soriano. Good pass. What a look and a finish by Jenkins.
From the field to begin the game. R.J. Lewis into the game for St. John.
Great cut.
Yeah, it's Lewis on the back door.
Seton Hall went from 19 down to +9 in this.
Just barely. Jenkins off the screen, working against Carter. Down low, two-handed.
And then with all, they will take advantage of you.
Barons with 10 points. The average is 3.5. Jenkins with the save and the dish.
Only with us, but the fans in this building.
They brought in Kansas a couple of years ago to play their
Physical they're going to need to be, and how dialed in they're going to need to be mentally. So far, that's been the case.
Some organized, gets them going.
He's been scoreless for a while.
A little of a zone look. Nice play by
They only turned it over 8 times all game last time. I know some Nova fans are saying it better. Soriano.
He says he loves his effort in practice. Edge of 4 and
point line as well, so it kind of is a 2-for-1 defensively.
That was it.
17 points for Carter to lead the way. St. John's 1 for 9. St. John's led by Daniss Jenkins, 11 points on the night. Jenkins gets away from Carter inside.
How do they compete? Who can guard who in the post and then away from the basket?
Hit those big threes. In that game against Butler. Oh, with a little down again, but this time throws it towards the opposition hoop.
Shot clock at 5. Alexander has the fourth one up. Good defense.
I had a game with him against Loyola earlier in the year. We made 3.
Too strong on the 3. Offensive rebound for Cook. There's X.
You can choose your team in somewhat of a similar situation in the transfer era. Davis now with 6 seconds here to work with, dumps it off, and a smother.
9 minutes left here in the first half. Ball swatted away by Jenkins. There's a block.
Brings it over. Spencer again in the passing lane. That's his specialty. Another rejection.
So I was just looking back at some games and to open the second half.
Those last 4 minutes of a first half, first 4 minutes of a second, always important to the road team. Oh, that's a...
Akorogo said no. Rose, he was rejected.
dating back to really the summer in May. First shot blocked by...
His legs look strong.
He's been practicing for a couple of weeks now. Kenny's all tied up. That is great defense by Ejiofor. 5 seconds to shoot. Bad shoulder to the basket.
Nico's going to go.
Yes, he is. Oh, it's stolen away. Back to the Big East, and I know college basketball. Listen, the world is so big now, but it's really impressive to see what he's done this year.
Kenny, 5 to shoot. Williams got to hurry. Double team, knocked away.
Loose ball picked up by the Wolverines.
What PJ was able to do. But speaking of history, how about Barnett's start? That's
unbelievable. And a steal, Jenkins. And he's
just didn't get the stroke into. Not a good look here.
And Stevenson Moore on the floor for the Seawolves. 8 on the shot clock. Picked around.
Jenkins for a spot up 3. And a great decision by Joel, too. But he Duke.
Alexander. Alexander poked away by Jenkins.
Dribbles right into that three-point shot, in and around. Daniss Jenkins, though, his last 5 games, averaging...
Jobs.
That's when you're trying to come back. That's steal. Look at these guys. They're just no quick.
And now the pressure for St. John's. Relentless.
Ralph, what we're talking about.
All about switching sides of the floor, though. They throw the ball into Soriano. He swings it, and now you're recovering, trying to...
Skating in the first half. Duke, in and out, to the bucket.
This Fordham team is going to run a lot of screen and roll action. They're trying to get the ball in the paint and play inside out. And this guy right here, Rivera, is probably one of their best.
Ludlam's got 14 for St. John's. Post had it knocked away. Back on top. That's a tough
John's pressure.
It was interesting listening today because they thought Riley could beat them or whoever gets the basketball.
They wanted to get it in quick so they didn't get set in their pressure, but after a foul shot, you're always going to get set.